Hello, everyone. I'm going to record today the lesson that I had recorded for you last week, and then I went to put it together, and all it was me, my face, with my mouth moving. There was no sound. So I'm going to re-record it for this week. It's on the 23rd Psalm, and we talked about at church last Sunday. And it's actually pretty similar to what Hannah did. So if you were there or participated that via Facebook Live, then this will be sort of a continuation of that. Maybe a little bit of a variation or just an opportunity to write another version of your own of what the 23rd Psalm means to you. And this morning, I had a Zoom meeting and no one could hear me. So clearly there was something up with my mic and I fixed it and I did a test. So I think I'm good to go for this week. So recently, in the past few weeks, we have been hearing stories about Jesus appearing to his disciples after the resurrection. We've read about their wondering and their confusion over what happened to Jesus. We know that they were afraid of being arrested themselves by the authorities. Jesus would appear to them, and then quickly he was gone again. And they wondered if they'd see him again and where that would be and when. And what if maybe they wouldn't see him again? So while they felt joy and warmth and comfort when he appeared among them, at other times they missed him and they weren't really sure what to do. We know that they gathered regularly and to pray, and perhaps they may have read that ancient hymn of comfort from the Hebrew scriptures that we know today as the Psalm 23. So I'm going to read it to you and imagined how it must have helped the disciples in their anxious moments. Let's see, I think I have this marked right. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He lets me rest in grassy meadows. He leads me to restful waters. He keeps me alive. He guides me in proper paths for the sake of his good name. Even when I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no danger because you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they protect me. You set a table for me right in front of my enemies. You bathe my head in oil. My cup is so full it spills over. Yes, goodness and faith and love will pursue me all the days of my life, and I will live in the Lord's house as long as I live. So Jesus called himself the Good Shepherd. So it may also have reminded the disciples of Jesus's care and love for each of them. John's gospel tells that some of the disciples had gone back fishing and Jesus appeared to them on the shore of Lake Galilee. In that encounter, Jesus told Peter that it was their job to feed his sheep. So Jesus wanted the disciples to recognize that it was now their responsibility to lead and help and heal, just like Jesus did. The disciples were learning another new message about Easter, and that this is not only was Jesus alive and with them in a new way, but that each of them was being called to live and lead others as Jesus had done. And the book of Acts tells us how they put that into action, how they became like shepherds themselves to others and formed caring communities. So our activity today is going to be to consider variations of Psalm 23. So I'm going to read to you a couple, and then your job is to create your own. And I will read a couple that I wrote that are meaningful to me, because everyone, I think pretty much everyone could get something out of Psalm 23, but it's going to resonate with different people differently. And so I want you to think about what resonates with you, what brings you comfort. So here is, I'm going to start with an anonymous variation, and this is called God is my best friend. God is my best friend that I can always count on. She never lets me down, never has something better to do, never has someone she'd rather be with. Even when the rest of the world seems to be against me, I know she'll be there. Even when I walk through the corridors alone and I hear the whispers of other girls, I know that I can handle their insults. When we are together, those things don't matter. Our friendship is all I'll never need, and we will always be friends. And next, I want to read to you a prayer from the Canadian First Nations, the Anishinaabe. O great spirit, whose voice I hear in the winds and whose breath gives life to everyone, hear me. I come to you as one of your children. I am weak, I am small. I need your wisdom and your strength. Let me walk in beauty and make my eyes ever behold the red and purple sunsets. Make my hands respect the things you have made, and make my ears so sharp that I may hear a voice. Make me wise, so I may understand what you have taught my people and the lessons you have hidden in each leaf and each rock. I ask for wisdom and strength, not to be superior to my brothers, but to be able to fight my greatest enemy, myself. Make me ever ready to come before you with clean hands and a straight eye, so as life fades away as a fading sunset, my spirit may come to you without shame. So another variation in another culture of a prayer that celebrates the comfort that God, or in this case, the Great Spirit, can provide. Okay, so I was thinking about this, and I was going to ask you to write your own version of Psalm 23. And so, of course, I had to do it myself. And I found it so interesting and comforting and sort of meaningful. I ended up doing two of them. So one is about nature, so you can imagine, for me. And the other one is about just the people in my life and the friends that I have. I've realized I've been reflecting lately on how many really great people I have in my life. And I have such a unique relationship with each of them. But it's all meaningful, and it's all really nice to have the support of those people in my life. So that's what this first one is about. My friends support me. They will not let me fall. They calm me during tumultuous times and help me see better perspectives. They lead me through and then beyond the darkness, lessening my fear that I won't make it through, just because I know they were there with me, supporting me through my every step along this difficult path that is life. They feed me, my mind, my body, my soul, each in their own unique ways, filling me up with love. Their goodness and concern fills up my own soul with the same, and we shall dwell forever amidst the warmth and comfort we find in each other. And then the second one I did was about nature, which I'm also inspired by, as you all know. Mother Nature provides for nearly all I need. Her green pastures, still waters, tall mountain peaks, the earth restores my soul. She leads me through paths of darkness that shepherd me towards sunlight, open air, and the breath of life itself. She comforts me with her sounds, her scents, her touch, her very presence. She provides an abundance of nourishment to sustain me, to cheer me, to fill me to overflowing with wonder. I know this gift will be with me always, carrying me and lifting me up through all my days. So I chose these subjects of people that are important to me and nature because these are things that are important to me and bring me comfort, but also they're sort of an aspect of God, right? Those things that are important to you, like the people in your life. I mean, that love, that's an aspect of God. So I want you to think about what brings you comfort and what aspects of God are important to you, how you see that, where you see that, and write a version of Psalm 23 yourself based on that. So, and I found it very meaningful. So, and if you did it already at service on Sunday, do it again, think of a different theme, and yeah, and have fun with it. So that's all for today. I'm hoping that when I go look at this, that I will actually hear my voice, but I'm pretty confident I will. So if so, then I will see you next time. Bye.